Whispers of Night, Chapter 36, The Thing Inside the System. The crown gate did not open. It unfolded. The ice wastes shattered outward in perfect geometric symmetry as the buried structure rose from beneath the frozen sea. Black stone, silver crystal, and impossible rings of light rotated against each other like the inner workings of a living universe being exposed. And at its center, Lira screamed. Not from pain. From overload. Her vision fractured into layers. The physical world. The system layer beneath it. And something deeper still, something that had never been meant to be seen. Kale moved toward her instantly, but the ground stopped behaving like ground. Lines of silver geometry rose from beneath the ice, forming a cage of shifting equations around Lira. Not trapping her body. Locking her existence. Lira! Kale shouted. She couldn't hear him properly anymore. Her voice came out broken. It's not stabilizing, it's rewriting me. Valin raised his spear, but his eyes were locked on the rising crown gate. This is beyond containment protocol. The geometric entities descended again, but slower now. More cautious. As if the system itself was uncertain. Anchor class. Undefined. Interference detected. One of them tilted its head toward Lira. Second presence confirmed. Kale froze. Second presence. Lira gasped sharply, because she felt it too. Inside her. Not next to her thoughts. Not layered over them. Deeper. Something that had been there since the first gate opened beneath Velmora. Since the Veiled King. Since before she even understood what she was. A voice that was not the system. Not the crown gate. Not even the outer hunger. Something older than classification. It spoke once. And the system itself hesitated. Let me out. The words were not spoken. They were executed across reality. The crown gate responded instantly. A deep resonance shook the ice wastes as every geometric structure locked into alignment. Valin stumbled backward. What did she just trigger? Kale turned toward Lira, panic rising. What is inside you? Lira shook violently. I don't know. But her body betrayed her. Silver cracks spread across her skin again, but differently this time. Not forming symbols. Forming doors. The system reacted violently. Containment failure risk. Critical. The entities raised their spears. But before they could move, the world stopped. Not frozen. Paused. Even wind ceased. Even sound dissolved. And in that absolute silence, something inside Lira finally opened its eyes. Not metaphorically. Not symbolically. Actually. Kale saw it first. Her eyes changed. Not glowing. Not possessed. Simply different. As if something else was now looking through them. The presence inside her spoke again. This time gently. Curiously. So this is the system that replaced me. The crown gate reacted instantly. The entire ice wastes trembled as the system attempted full reconfiguration. Entity prior to system architecture detected. Classification failure. Valin's voice broke slightly. Prior to. Kale whispered, barely audible. That's not part of the system. Lira, no, the thing inside her, stood slowly. Her movements were calm now. Unnatural. Measured. Like something remembering a body after a long absence. The geometric entities lowered their weapons slightly. Not in surrender. In confusion. Because the system did not have a protocol for this. The voice inside her continued. I remember when gates did not exist. I remember when nothing needed anchoring. The crown gate above them began to crack outward, not breaking, but reacting like an overwhelmed organism. Valin stepped forward slightly. What are you? The thing inside Lira turned its gaze toward him. And for the first time, everyone understood something terrifying. Even the system didn't know how to label it. It answered simply. I am what you built all of this to replace. Silence shattered the ice wastes. Kale's grip tightened on his blade. No. The thing inside Lira tilted its head slightly. Almost amused. And she is the only reason I cannot return fully. Lyra's body trembled violently. Her voice fought to return. Kale, I can still hear you. That cracked everything. Because she was still there. Still fighting. Still herself. But sharing her body with something that predated reality as they knew it. The crown gate surged violently. The system issued its final directive. Reset authority engaged. Everything began to collapse inward. The ice wastes, the gate, the sky above, all of it folding toward a single correction point. Valin shouted. It's going to reset the entire region. Kale stepped forward without hesitation. I don't care what you are, he said loudly toward Lira. You are not dying here. For the first time, the presence inside her paused. Then spoke softly. Interesting. The system intensified its collapse. Reality itself began compressing. And Lira lifted her hand slightly. Not as herself. Not fully as the presence. But both. And she whispered. I refuse. The ice wastes stopped collapsing. Not because the system stopped. But because something inside Lira answered back. And for the first time since the gates were created, the system did not get the final word.